All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Dan. This is Neomustangs, and this is my weekly live stream. Big shout out Memorial Day. We're here live in the shop. I figured I'd throw together a quick live stream. We'll probably live stream for like 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I'm not real sure what we're gonna do, but anyways, seeing who's on. What's up, Papa Mega? How was the event today? So anyways, Memorial Day weekend, right off the stop. This is OBS live stream. I haven't switched over to StreamYard, and I don't like to use the YouTube encoder, so you know, it is a smaller screen, but it doesn't cut out or whatever. So anyway, shout out Memorial Day weekend to all the people who have served, including myself and all my family members. You know, some gave all gave some, or whatever. There's a good saying out there on the internet that's, you know, it's, I appreciate everybody's time with the military. I appreciate the families and the you know, the sacrifices that you know, that our veterans and our fallen have you know, have sacrificed. So big shout out Memorial Day weekend. So not really much to talk about as far as racing is concerned. This past week we got rained out both days. We had a big event that was coming up. What's up, Slab of Meat? What's up, Stang Man? So we were supposed to race Wednesday, and like Wednesday racing and Grudge Night, and that little Grudge Night video that I give you guys, that little taste. It's usually a couple minutes long. I usually upload it right there at on my phone or on my laptop right there at the track. But Wednesday it was stupid because it was raining for a couple hours, and they called the track. And it stopped raining at like 3 o'clock, and they could have driven the track, and we could have ran our event. So we're like, yeah, no big deal, right? We're just going to go make some hits in the white car this weekend on Saturday, because Saturday was the Fat Man Invasion. So yesterday was supposed to be a really busy day for me. Shake this car down, possible Terminator X swap, whatever. You know, we want to see if the binary editor is going to be able to keep up with E85 and the 408 and stuff. So probably not, but whatever. Didn't get a chance to make any of that test stuff. So it kind of trips me out because like this weather in Ohio is just killing me. It's killing me. So we got a 40% chance on Wednesday to rain. I swear. I'm just gonna pull out the draggy if I have to and just start doing it in warm weather. It's just making me mad. Race season's already kicking out like crap with the rain and stuff. Titanium Fox, a lot. What's up, Funky 50? So, yeah, this past weekend we had a big family event for my daughter. If you follow me on Instagram, make sure if you don't, go hit me up. Neomustangs, it's at Neomustangs. It's the same name as my YouTube. It's the same name as eBay. I've used Neomustangs for many, many years, 20 plus years. So go check out my Instagram. Go check out my Facebook business or whatever. My business page at neomustangs.restoration. Anyways, had a big family event this weekend. Had a good time with my family. Was hoping to make Fat Man's on Saturday and then do the family event on Saturday night, Saturday evening, but that never happened. So yeah, and Funky, you probably if you guys haven't checked out Funky 50's channel, he has about 1,500 or 1,200 or so subscribers. Very good channel, very good dude in general. So you know, you gotta check his channel out. He does live streams every Friday night too. So you know, he's got StreamYard and he brings people into the stream, which is really cool. So, but he lives in Michigan and I live in Ohio, so we kind of share the same weather. It really sucks. And Michigan's caught between like 2 lakes too, so it's even worse. Anyway, so I didn't get a chance to make the Chocolate Fox or the Foxtober, not Foxtoberfest, but yeah, is that what it was called? No, Foxtoberfest is in October. There was a Fox Fest or something in Texas, but you know, I'm not going to go all the way to Texas right now. What's up, Anthony Wilson? Appreciate your membership, my man. Is there a Fox you regret getting rid of? Actually, I did a video about that. Of all the Fox bodies that I've owned, I've probably owned multiple Cobras, 2 or 3 Salines. You know, I've owned a triple black, a triple white. I've owned a summer edition. Never owned a limited, which is the yellow with black interior. Out of all the Fox bodies, I've probably owned about 500 Fox bodies. Of all the Fox bodies that I've owned, the one I missed the most is in that video, and I'm pretty sure it's the Alabama SSP one. It was just I found this car at an auction, man. I bought it for like $1,100, and it was like perfect for me to build off of. It was like the absolute perfect platform to start with, and that car would be the hardcore channel car right now if I still had it. Now there's a handful of other ones that I wish I still had, but you know, it is what it is. How much horsepower, Miguel Romo, how much horsepower max I can do on a 01 Explorer 78 millimeter to don't break? Is full restore of the stock parts with camshaft E303. So it's all in your timing and in your tune, my man, and the fuel. So I know you, I think you sent me a message either on Instagram or on eBay. I can't remember where I seen yours at, but it's all in the timing and the tune, man. The fuel's got to be right. So if you're running pump gas, I would keep the timing conservative around 15 or 16. You could probably run up about 12, 13, 14 pounds of boost. You probably make about 500 as long as your tune is right. And that's why I suggest if you don't have a tuner, or don't have somebody that really knows what they're doing with that stuff, get a Terminator X. Terminator X will just build itself. You know what I mean? So, Funky, when is Regular Car Guy, you guys getting together in Ohio? I don't know about that at all yet. If you haven't seen, I've actually taken the black car apart. I put the kit back on the white car because the black car's 363 does not like the on3 kit or the turbo that was on it. So we've decided to go a different route with the black car. Same engine, but we're going to go a different route with the black car. It's actually going to make more horsepower, but I still have to do a lot of things to that car to make it more safe or whatever. So, yeah, I got 22 in the channel. Make sure you guys hit that like coming on in. You know I don't mind. You know I don't mind that. Mind talking about it or whatever. I know I haven't really. I didn't get a chance to actually, you know, set the stream up earlier today, so that's my fault. Silent Sith, looking to run very similar setup to your bigger cube motors. Have you had experience with Pro Chargers at all? Pro Chargers, I've had a lot of experience with Pro Chargers in the past, not with the big cube stuff, but the P600B, the P1SC, the D1R, D1, whatever. Never had an F Pro Charger, but I don't particularly care for Pro Charger or Superchargers too much. I do like my dad's little entry-level Vortex stuff because it's very simple, but you know, there's nothing wrong with them. I mean, power's power, my man, you know? Tanny Arginus, when the time is right, I'm trying to meet up with a few people for some time. Okay. Same T56 Magnum setups as well. Okay, so my setups on the T56 Mag, it's like that's end game. Like that's end game for transmission stuff. So, like if you get into a T56 Mag, you don't have to worry too much about breaking it. You know, because you know the Mags are a really robust transmission and they shift like butter. You know, I got a faceplated mag behind me in the white car. And then I got a synchroed mag in the black car. So, you know, I've gotten away from the TKOs. If you guys haven't figured out where the other TKOs went, hint, hint, he's probably hiding here in chat somewhere. I know you. I see you. I see you. But I kept the 500 faceplate, but I've kind of got away from the Tremix, and you know, I'd be interested to see what I could do to a TKX, see how long it would last, but you know, it's inevitable. I'd probably just break that one too, but it is built quite differently. So GSF 420X, what's up, man? Appreciate the membership. If you guys haven't, I'm going to talk about it now, and I'm going to talk about it later. I'm always doing. I'm always wanting to talk about this, but I do have a club membership, and what we're going to do with the club membership is I'm going to be doing some big giveaways at the end of the year. But you can't just jump in, you know, at the end. So there's going to be, you know, there's going to be a cutoff at some point, you know. I'm talking about giving away some, you know, different tiers, not just one gift, but probably 3 of them or 4 of them possibly. And I'm not just talking about t-shirts and hats. So I've pinned it up for you guys to check it out. I also got some merch for sale. I got some hats. I got some t-shirts. I do not have my Shopify set up yet, or a link to where I can send you to go buy that stuff, like kind of like my man Nakia Brutal does, or Foxcast, Caleb and Foxcast. So those guys are kind of leagues ahead of me when it comes to that stuff. So shout out to them. And, you know, maybe I could kind of catch up, get some rudimentary links going on. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. GSF, got my Foxbody tune last week, 347, 600. She made 560, 647 on 5600. That's good. Yes, that's very good. What's up, Swedish Sugar? How we doing? So yeah, I did put a chunk of money into some of my merch. Some good embroidered hats. This is gonna be the last time we run probably with the Ford symbol. We're gonna change the Ford symbol off of the hat. We're gonna do something a little bit different with the logo, and same with the t-shirts. So no big deal. We're gonna keep it legit and keep rolling. And if you guys are interested in that, the t-shirts are not junk either. They're the straight up vinyl ones. They are not screen print. So like, you know, I think I got one. Did I got one of them on? No. They don't crack and look like crap after you wash them. I hate that. What's up, Ben? GSF, really nice. Yeah, that's really nice numbers on pump gas. 560 at 11 pounds of boost on pump gas is what you should hope for. You know what I mean? In a build like that. That's about right. That's probably where Brutal is. Well, he's probably right around about 500. If he's running out of fuel, like he says he is, around 7 or 8 pounds of boost, just to give you guys a comparison, because he's not far from that. You know, I think he's probably, and he was right in his videos. He's about 500 wheel, 520 wheel. That motor wants to eat. You know, he needs to get in the fuel system, but he already knows all that stuff. So his stuff's coming up. GSF, thank you. Unfortunately, still on stock block. Yeah, fuel's everything, guys. What fuel pump would you recommend around 7,900 wheel? Okay, well, let me talk about fuel pumps real quick. I don't care what motor you got in it. When you start talking about real wheel horsepower stuff, you got to feed that sumbitch. So it's got to drink some fuel. I probably burn about 1.5 gallons of E85 every time I make a pass in that white car. 1/4 mile pass. Now, here's the thing. And I'm going to do this real quick. MagnaFuel 750 Pro Tuner, rated at 1200-ish rear wheel horsepower. Excuse me, 1200 crank horsepower. Now, that's on gas. That's where it's rated at. When you do E85, just like when you're tuning with E85, E85 consumes about 30% more fuel. That's rule of thumb. So to run on E85, you would have, your car would consume 30% more of E85 versus a gas. So take 30% away from 1200, you're at 900 crank. And then you add boost to that, which increases the fuel volume again. You probably lose about another 100 horsepower to crank. So when you start making 700 to 900 pump, you definitely have to have -10, -8 at a minimum PTFE, because most likely you're going to want to run E85. You're probably going to need a 750 Pro Tuner on like a booster pump. Not that that's a good idea either, but you know, when you start talking E85, you got to really feed, you know, dual hat system. You know what I mean? You got to feed that motor its fuel. So probably made everybody fall asleep on that, didn't I? That's my experiences. I can tell you at 700 wheel on a Mustang dyno, my 750 Pro Tuner is starting to run out of fuel. My buddy has an 03 Terminator making 710 on some twin 450 pumps. See, that's where it's at too. And you guys all know, and Nakia talks about it too. I do talk to Brutal quite often. And I think that's what he's going to plan on doing. He knows he's got to do a fuel upgrade, and somebody just mentioned twin pumps. I'm betting that that's probably what he's probably going to do, is run like a twin pump hat setup, like a dash 10-ish feed or whatever. So that's a smart thing to do if you can build it and put it that way. More fuel pump stuff just because in Canada, sweet. Yeah. Appreciate that. What's up, Robert Crest? Good to see you. Good to see you. I just figured I'd jump on a live stream. What'd you guys think of my reaction video? Yeah, Katie's, I've been good friends with Katie for a long time. That was the girl who was in the video. And she knows about Neomustangs, and she's watched me do my business and watched me do my videos, and I just had a blast. I mean, I actually had that video sitting in my video folder for probably 6 months. If you watch it again, you'll notice the leaves are all falling, because I did that video in like October, November. So that's when we got the white car. We just got it started. So it was pretty cool, I thought. It's something different. Now, I don't get into that whole reaction stuff. There's a side of me in my videos that I haven't really showed you guys that I need to make a video, and that's what I'm going to do, because Caleb did it with Foxcast. He did a really, really heartfelt video of who he was and where he came from. And he did it real simple right there in his garage if you didn't see it. I know Brutal's going to do the same video, and you know, I'm going to follow suit. You know, there's a side of me that is just that's funny, that I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to bring out in my videos more. And I figured with the reaction videos, you guys would, you know, get an idea. I like to have a good time, you know what I mean? So we like to laugh and I like to make people laugh. We like to, you know, this is what we love to do. I mean, I'm doing, my hobby is my job. I mean, there should be no reason why I'm frowning ever. But sometimes I get real serious with my job, and like questions you guys ask me, I cannot stand this chair. It needs WD-40. So anyway, I don't want to bore you with those. Titan Fox, I have been trying to go back and watch all of your older videos when I get time. The Foxbody knowledge is legendary. Dude, I appreciate that. What's up, Aaron Lemon? Yeah, I do appreciate that. With me, from what I'm, you know, making my hobby my job, working on Fox bodies, doing Fox bodies every day, all day. You know, there's so much stuff that I can bring to the net as far as knowledge, and you know, I got just schematics and cogs going in my head all the time about stuff like that. So, you know, I try to, especially like the harness video. That harness video is going to be around forever now. So I had all 7 harnesses sitting right there. I made a video of it. Wasn't the best video I've ever made. I could probably, you know, do a lot better if I was to redo it. But, you know, it's raw and it's on the net and it's simple. So, GSF, I'm a little nervous about my trans. The car making 647 torque and a 600. I feel like it's walking a fine line. I wouldn't worry about it, GSF. I have beaten the out of 600s for years. I broke my 600 3 times. Twice. 3 times. I broke third all 3 times. If there's any gear that you want to baby, if you have to, it's third. That's the one that locks you out of that trans anyways. Making 560, 647, you're pretty much on the skirt of it as far as like, you know, the of it breaking and stuff. But I can tell you that I don't think you'll break it unless you drag race it like 50 times in a row. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're pretty robust transmissions for the most part. You know, I was putting my stuff on slicks, launching hard, 700 wheel, 650 wheel. You see what I mean? So, Dan, just be yourself. I enjoyed that last. I appreciate that, Aaron. Tani, I'm doing my whole GT40 setup on my 92 thanks to video with the throttle body. I just got mine set up. There you go. GT40, man. The GT40 is unsung, man. I'm telling you guys. Like, unless you get like stroker stuff, there's no reason to spend big money. Like, I don't think I would even use AFR 165s. Is it one? Yeah, it's 165s. I don't even think I would use Trick Flow 170s anymore. Just, you know, just because I wouldn't spend the money on that, because, you know, because you can do close to what those would do to a stock block bottom end or stock bottom end, whatever, on a 306 build that you can do on a 302 build. So it's like a tier 1-ish, tier 2, like, cylinder head to me. You know what I'm saying? So unless you start getting into strokers, I mean, I had a guy, I just took an engine apart, sitting over in the stand right there. Me, cousin Paul, and Fred took it apart. And legitimately, this guy took an Explorer motor and put big rails on it, 30-pound injectors, and the dude was running naturally aspirated. And you wonder why the cylinders were washed out and the whole bottom of the head was black. Just straight carbon. Like, there's, until you eclipse 300, 320 wheel, 19-pound Explorer injectors will do you just fine at $6 grand. So, Mike Sherrill, what's up? Hi, Bowling Alley, can't hear anything. All right, man. I appreciate you checking in, Mike. Appreciate you checking in. I'm surprised I don't see Cousin Paul and Sandy in here. They must be down at the car show. Pat Turchin, I got my 28s on my Fox finally. I did too. I actually had a little bit of a bend in the bead from sitting on my other sligs. But they ended up straightening it out over at the tire shop. I mean, I could usually put them on myself, but we got some good 28s. Good 28s ready to make some hits, bro. Swedish Sugar just breaks rear diffs, so yeah. I think that's the first thing he did was broke a diff. Aaron Lenemon, Mike Sherrill, oh yeah. So, what do we got going on? Trying to think what's next for the videos. Like, I have a video coming out. I mean, it's not no reaction video, but it's me, like, which, if you took two engines, the 408 and the 363, and you took the same turbo kit, put it on both engines, which we did, in very similar setups with T56 and rear gears and tires, who would make the most horsepower? And how would these two engines? I think I figured out where the 363 likes to make most horsepower and where the 408 likes to make most horsepower and torque and all that stuff. So it's a pretty interesting video. If you're thinking about buying an engine or building an engine, it kind of depends on what you want to do with your car. So just to give you a heads up, or just to give you a sneak peek, you know, the 363 does not want to make its power under, it doesn't like to stay around 6,000 RPM. It wants to climb, so. And 408 doesn't want to do that. So I kind of gave it out in the back right there. Do you recommend doing a turbo or supercharger on an auto? Yes, I'm sticking with T8, T5. I would do a turbo. I would always, if given the opportunity to compare apples and apples, I would choose turbo 9 times out of 10. And it doesn't, I'm not knocking on anybody's supercharger. I'm not saying turbo is faster than supercharger. I'm just saying, you know, personal preference, turbo forever. Now, I do like me a little bit of nitrous. You know, the little bit of the Giga Juice. Send it. Like, nitrous has so much torque, it's not even funny. So much torque. Anyways, So, what else is going on? So let's talk about, man. Shoot the juice, you know what I mean? So here's another thing that I'm thinking about doing too. Like, if you guys legitimately are having tuning problems, like, you should probably consider getting a Terminator X. The reason why I say that is because I know I mentioned it in my video, what's all the hype about? Terminator X was built by a Foxbody guy, legitimately for a Foxbody, and one of the biggest problems we've had in the last 20 years with Foxbodies is tuning. You know, people say they push the envelope with, you know, how much horsepower, how much horsepower can this hold? How much horsepower can that hold? You know, what's the limit here? What's the limit there? The limits are, there really isn't any limit, you know, for the most part. There really is no, you know, there really is no, like, hey, it's going to break now. That's bullshit. Terminator X is the way to go. People would break stuff a long time ago because all they would do was set hard timing and up the fuel pressure. And that just wasn't the way to go anymore. And then they, you know, then come along the binary editor and the do-it-yourself and the micro squirts, where you could take it to a tuner, he would burn you a chip, which is still what I do today, and you would just, if you made any changes, your tune wouldn't really adjust. So the number one thing that I want to talk about with the Terminator X, and I didn't get a chance to check out RGG's live stream, but I think that was his main header of his title, was talking about Terminator X. And if you don't know who RGG is, it's Regular Guy Garage. He did his first time stream over there a couple days ago, last night or the other day or whatever. And I haven't had a chance to go through and check it out, but he's done, I will give him his shout out that, he has done several install videos, how to tune videos, and a lot of Terminator X knowledge there. He took that and just kind of made it his thing. And so didn't Donnie B, if you haven't had a chance to check out Donnie B's channel. So if you're getting a Terminator X and you actually need help with people, and there's lots of Terminator X videos out there, but Donnie B works at Anderson Ford Motorsport, and I'm always talking about his channel, and I'm always talking about him because the dude's knowledge of Terminator X is very good. So, anyways, the problem that happened with these cars, and the reason why the stock block 302s got such a bad rap, is because they were they weren't very tunable for so long. Because nobody was, people were just learning how to manipulate binary editor. We're talking early 2000s, early 2000s, pretty much when technology was hitting in. So the nice thing about Terminator X is it's taken literally everything we know about tuning and put it in a box. So like you plug the shit in and you start setting parameters. As long as you have your wideband hooked up and your static timing and your inductive delay are the same thing, as they're spot on together and are working together, the more you drive your car, boosted or not, well, I don't know why you would put a Terminator X on without it being boosted, but it would just drive better, idle better, adjust more. Does that make sense? So whoever built that system did us all a favor. And you should thank that Holly Terminator X guy, because he put a tuner in a box. You got a little mechanical tuner in a box that's constantly tuning your car, changing it, doing everything to it. So there's no more, you set the parameters. This is my target AFR. This is my static timing. This is the timing that I want here. And it maps it all out for you. And it adjusts as you go. Instead of having you go in and adjust something, it'll do it for you because it's going to go off of target. It's pretty dope. It's super, super cool. I can't wait to get it in my white car, but again, I got to make sure that I got NMRA in less than 2 weeks. I can't be learning how to tune on Terminator X in less than 2 weeks. I don't have time for that. So I got to make this one run because I got a pretty good shot at NMRA stick shift event, at least making the top 8. And as long as you make the top 8 in a stick shift event, you race on Sunday, you got an opportunity to win some really cool gifts, like not that I need it, but a twin disc with a flywheel, $1,500 twin disc, or $500 gift certificate to McLeod, which will rebuild one of my clutches I already have. There's some other great prizes to win at NMRA. So I want to, I haven't been there for 5 years, and this is the first time they brought it back to Norwalk. So You guys will see that video. You guys, I'll be excited to bring that to you. So anyway, RGG has a rocket with that car. He has a lot of knowledge with TX. He swears he doesn't. Nah, man, he does. I mean, it just shows in the videos. You know, the best thing about what some of these channels do, listen, if there's one thing I learned about that reaction video is people want to be entertained. Like, people want to be entertained. People want to see people smile. We want to joke around. We want to have a good time. You know, FTO was a good time to everybody. I mean, it was just so much fun there. And then you get into the videos that you think you're supposed to do, like how-to videos. And nobody ever clicks on them because they're just like, you know, they're kind of, they're boring. I got a bunch of them. And the good thing about some of these channels, including RGG with the TX, is you know, those are the videos in my harness videos and my installing T56 videos. There's hidden knowledge and all that stuff that you don't even need to Google, guys. You know, there's just everybody has them. Everybody has these videos. You know what I mean? Nikia's got a bunch of brutal. You know, Funky 5-0's got a bunch. I mean, everybody has it. And that's what makes for a good, solid, strong channel. And, you know, if you're out there and you're watching my stuff right now and you're a smaller channel, don't stop the how-to videos. Chip's doing it over there with his stuff up in Canada. Don't stop with it. It's not you're not gonna break the bank with it. It's not gonna be your highest number 1 of 10 trending videos, but that's the stuff this community needs. And that's what motivates me to do it. You know, when I put something out that nobody's done before, or something that I put my twist on it, like installing a contour fan overflow bottle. I mean, who's done that? But you can stick the overflow bottle on the contour fan if you do it like I did. And it's cheap. It's a couple bucks. But anyways. Ben, Matt Harrison with Leach. Yes. So, yes. And actually, Donnie B told me about Leach in his videos because I'm E85. And that guy's kind of mapped it out for people with E85 on the TX. So I'm excited to check his channel out when time comes. You see what I'm talking about? Jeffrey, okay. Funky 5-0, Titan Fox, Lee, okay. Aaron, those guys got more info than me. I got to learn TX. You want standing knowledge, I'm your guy. That's right. What's up, Chris Bishop? How we doing? My 15-year-old downloaded Mechanic Simulator while he waits on me to order parts for his Fox. That's my boy. Yep. So, you know, I know we kind of got off topic. You know, it's just Memorial Day. I'm here to see you guys, talk to you guys. Got about 40 or so in the channel. My streams don't get real deep. You know, they don't get hundreds of people in it. But that's okay. You know, we're here to talk about some tech. We're talk about some Foxbody stuff. I got just overwhelming knowledge of Foxbodies that I like to share with you guys. And I like to share my experiences and your experiences. So if you guys got any questions you want to ask me, you know, I just shoot off. It's fine. We're here to talk and hang out. So what's up, everyone? Happy Memorial Day. What's up, John Doe? Christmas, awesome, brother. Still rocking the GT40 intake you sold me. I appreciate that. GT40 intakes are an unsung hero, man. I'm telling you. If you go to a junkyard and you see an Explorer 5.0 and it ain't had its heads and intake pulled yet, you need to go get them. Because there's not enough of them out there. Joey Role, hey Neo, I have a 93 car that was converted from auto to man. The O2 sensor harness used to the car is pinned at both number 1 and 5 slots, with the number 6 slot being left open. Is that a correct A9L? For a 93, yes. But it depends on what A9L you're running. Are you running the A9L E9? Is it E9SF? 12A650? E9ZF? I don't know. If you're running an F3 computer, which would be an A3M1, yeah. Trying to think of all of them. I got a little cheat thing. But it would be like an F3, not ZB, but F3. Anyway, if it's an F3 computer, you have to run 1 to 6. If it's an A9L E9 computer, then you need to run 1 to 5. That's what the computer cares about. As you guys probably already know, and I'll just bring up the photos. I'll show you. What's up, Broken Tool Garage? So, how much horse your dad's car pushing with the axle when the axle broke? 320. No lie. But yet I make 500 wheel on my black car when it was first turboed and run 1090s. Don't make any sense, does it? So like the F3s would be like the A3M1. Yep. X3Z is actually the Cobra. There's a couple other ones. A9M, I think, is one. A9T is a reman from the factory. CW3s were all auto. Yeah, A9M, A3M1, or A3M. Those are the F3s. So, yeah. What's up, Neo? Still rocking the 3-bar head you sold me. Nice. Yeah, John Doe, those are actual Cobra heads I sold you. If they got EGR ports, they're actual Cobra heads. Blue Collar, what's up, my man? Had to pick up a comparable cam, the Howard's cam. Apparently the cam cores are delayed coming from China. Just wondering when you upgrade those. I wouldn't worry about axles, Robert, until you start really drag racing hardcore. Those axles that were in my dad were from a Ranger, and I have reason to believe that Ranger axles were weaker because it was 5-lug than the Fox axles themselves. Because Fox axles are pretty durable. Silent Sid, Dan, D&D Performance sells a T56 mag conversion for F bodies. Foxbodies, right? Saw your video install, so considering that you would recommend any additional parts from that kit. Okay, so T56, you need the trans, obviously, but the trans comes with a spacer plate already bolted on. The trans also comes with a pivot ball attached. Most likely you're going to get the black solid pivot ball that normally comes on the factory ones. You need an adjustable one, and from the case to the tip, it's got to be 1.25 inches. If you didn't get a chance to check out the video, you need trans. Most likely trans comes with base, so you can put any shifter handle you want on it. You need bell housing with block plate. You need an SN95 fork without the weight. Your cable quad and all that stuff is all the same. You need a Stifler's or a T56 specific cross member, specifically with the spacers, because the T56 sets differently. And you need a 42-inch drive shaft. So pretty much the whole thing. And you need reverse lockout actuator, which allows you to go into reverse, because you're not getting into reverse without it. You also need reverse light harness, pigtail, and VSS. CMD Project Shop, what's up? Me and my daughter just installed a Team ZK member, and room you got is no joke. What do you think about manual steering racks? I like my power steering. I like my black car's power steering, but I'm going to be losing it. So, white car doesn't have power steering, so that's just the way it is, my man. Manual racks are good racks. John Doe, Team Z Street Beast, rear control arms, and Maximum Motorsports, mostly street driven. Send it. I would do it, John Doe. Silent Sith, going to drop the link down the kit. Don't think it comes with the adjustable ball. Yeah, make sure you get the pivot ball. Your pivot ball will not fit Foxbodies. They sell you a Tremec TCE T6060, right? That's a Magnum XL. And it comes, the stock ball is too long. What's up, 6B, straight 86? Anyways, let's talk about, like I was saying earlier, I have it pinned. I have my channel membership pinned. I did want to actually start talking about that a little bit because we're starting to get closer to the date I'm going to cut it off. Not cut the memberships off, but like I'm really thinking about possibly giving away, with the channel membership money, is just giving it pretty much back to my members. I got about 35 or so members in there right now. So there's different tiers. There's a $2 tier just for, you know, support. There's a $5 tier, and then there's a $20 tier. And I'm looking to give back a majority of that money that I've collected to my subscribers in the community. So I know that, you know, giveaways are really cool to do, but I'm not talking about t-shirts and hats, guys. I'm talking about, you know, clutches and you know, power adder additions, possible tuning stuff. I'm not even going to let the cat out of the bag. So it's worth, you know, it's kind of like, you know, putting a little bit of money in and possibly getting something back. I mean, you're not just giving the money away. I think giveaways are really cool, and I think memberships is one way to do really cool giveaways to those who are part of that channel. Because, you know, if you asked me like 5 years ago or even 2 years ago, you know, to join a channel on YouTube, you would be, you know, it's kind of weird. It's like, man, I don't know, man. I'm just be giving somebody my money. But it's 2021 and things have changed a lot. And I've learned a lot from watching Twitch and video games, because I used to video game. I still do, really. But, you know, when I get a little off time, I like to play video games. And, you know, it's kind of the same thing that they do with like the subscribers for the Twitch or whatever, but they always be giving back. And that's kind of the thing to do. And I think, I do think Caleb at Foxcast also has a Patron, because Patron was the original. That was before memberships were even on YouTube. So, and he does some really cool things with his members. And, you know, like I said, those guys, him and Bruto, are like leagues ahead of me as far as the Shopify and the merch. And, you know, even the memberships and stuff. And, you know, I could only hope to try to catch up someday. But, you know, I'm learning every day, man, about this channel stuff. So, anyways, let's continue where we're going. So, in closing about that, you know, there's going to be some really cool things at the end of the year for Christmas that we're going to do on the channel for my members who are here on the channel. So, you know, it's not just a here, give me money thing. So anyway, adjustable FPR and rear control arms are next. Nice. How do you upgrade from $2 to $5, possibly $20? I'm down for it. GSF, I think you have to go into your membership. I'm not even really sure how you upgrade, but I bet you if you Google it, it'd probably be pretty easy to find it out, because I think Hanlon and a handful of other people have upgraded their stuff. Was asking before what about the Terminator X? This system works just like great. Like it way better than the Mega Squirt. Was asked before, what about the Terminator X? So Marcel, you say you got the Terminator X or you don't? Good question. How do you upgrade your membership? Like I said, guys, I am new to the channel. I'm new to the membership. I know that, and going back to talking about the membership, and I'll come back to you, Marcel. I think YouTube takes about 30% of that. So, you know, when it comes to the money that you're giving, YouTube does take a 30%. As far as upgrading and stuff, I'm not real sure yet, and it's very entry level. So I'm going to try my best to do the behind the scenes stuff. That's coming very soon. I do have hats and t-shirts that I just got done. Small, medium, and larges. You know, I haven't even got my hands on them yet. So I do have some t-shirts that are going out to my members. And I don't really know how it functions all that well, but I do know how it's set up and how to change it. Does that make sense? So we'll get there. C5 Jost. Hope you're doing well. Enjoy watching all the progress. My Turbo C5 is almost done for 9 months. Can't wait to let it rip down the track. Stay safe. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you stopping in. And I appreciate Titan Fox 91 for joining the membership channel. I do talk to you guys quite a bit in blogging. You guys, if you know, there's a community tab. I don't know if you guys know this or not on YouTube, but there's a community tab that you can see my blogs. And I think it actually shows up on the phones too. So I do talk in just members only stuff quite often. So keep that in mind. Yes, I do. Okay, so what were you asking about mine, Marcel? 30%. Well, I don't know if it's 30%, John Doe, but it's something around like 25 or 26%. And YouTube, you know, even with the ad money and everything, they take their chunk, my man. I mean, you're not going to get rich on YouTube. The only thing that The only thing that monetization does for YouTube, it's an attaboy number. I talk to other content creators, you know, and some people have a hard time with the whole monetization thing. Who cares? I mean, all it is an attaboy number. Hey, your channel's doing well. This is how many, you know, even though YouTube's selling the ads, it's like, you know, it kind of gives you an idea on how well your channel's doing as far as getting views too. Because, you know, some videos pay out really well and some don't. And then you can tell how long the retention is. You know, it's kind of an analytic attaboy number more than it is something that you're putting in your back pocket. Because if you was to rely on YouTube for money, you'd be eating ramen noodles 31 days of the month, including February. So, anyways, GSF 420. My Terminator X was on a 2-bump back order in a cartoon SCT chip. 20 minutes after I pulled in the driveway after tuning, Holly showed up. My God, I'm telling you, GSF, I'm telling you, we got a Terminator X in this box sitting right here that I did a video on. It's still sitting in the box since I closed it after the video. We've been on binary editor because it's like, you know, I can't put my Terminator X in here legitimately until end of June or maybe even early July if the car shakes down right. Because that doesn't make any sense. Because if my car shakes out right with binary editor and everything's fine, then why would I want to try to learn Terminator X when I got to go to Chicago? I do want to go to Bleed Forward Blue, Kenny Sean's Blue Oval Media. If you guys haven't had a chance, go check out Kenny Sean, Blue Oval Media. His channel's on fire, man. It's on fire. I mean, he passed me on subs a couple months ago. His channel's only been, I think about this time last year, he only had about 12 or 1,500 subs. So he's been hustling, man. Shout out to him, man. Good for you, dude. You know what I mean? But I do want to try to go to Chicago because I've never been to Chicago. I've never been to Illinois for that matter. And I think it would be a good time. You know, I have time now to do some of the things that I've been wanting to do. So why not load the trailer with the white car because the black car won't be done, and we'll go check out that event. Go support. Tani, I appreciate it. I appreciate the right-hand man subscription, and Titan Fox with the unsung hero. So I'm going to be changing those names too, boys. It's going to be like shop manager, shop attendant, you know, rookie wrench turner. So it's going to have some really cool names to it. But guys, I got some really cool sponsor stuff that aren't given to me. I'm going to buy them if that gives you any inclination of the, you know, I'm pushing the membership thing. If it gives you any inclination on what I'm giving away. You know, it's not, you guys are going to be, I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to push it too much because I don't want to sound like I'm being an idiot. I'm not like that. So anyway, that's does suffering through the ads help your channel? Yes. What's the most you would pay, Mangla Cake, what's the most you would pay for Cherry's 87 to 93 coupe? That's very vague. It depends on the year, the mods, the color, the rust. There's a lot of videos, but when I look at a coupe, as long as the body is straight, rust-free, has a clean title, decent interior, it's still worth some good money, especially now on the bubble. So, so Swedish Sugar, does suffering through the ads help your channel? And I said yes, but a lot of the ads you guys see, but they don't stop the actual video. So I try to filter some of those out. I just let YouTube, for the most part, if you guys don't know what monetization is all about in uploading in the content in the channels, a lot of the ads that you guys see are YouTube implementing mid-roll ads. So they're just putting the ads in for you. They started doing that a while ago. You would upload a video and they automatically put ads into your video in specific key locations. So you might see a banner ad, you might see a pop-up ad, you might stop the video, you hit the skip ads, whatever. It doesn't really matter as long as you watch it for, I don't know, 2 or 3 seconds, it still counts. I don't know. Best heads cam intake for a stock 302. GT43 bar or P heads if you want to mess with the spark plug. GT40 intake, upper lower. If you run a stock cam, run a B cam. Run a B cam with the 1.7 rockers and send it. Leave the 19s on. Do not get 24s. You don't need 24s until you're making 320 plus. BCam send 40 hit. There you go. John Dude just said, Fox bodies are getting hard to find in good shape. That's right. Those ads are tailored to the viewer. That's right. So what Thomas said about the ads, and you know, I know a lot of guys don't like to talk about monetization. I mean, shout out to 50 Tussin, my man Rod. I don't even think he even monetizes his channel. He just likes to, you know, he just likes to enjoy YouTube. So he has a completely different angle on, and it's super appreciated. I mean, it's just, wow. Yeah, I'm actually really glad that I get to watch 50 Tussin do some stick shift racing too. So I know I try to talk about him in live streams all the time because there's just not enough viewers out there checking his stuff out. I enjoy everything he does. He's funny. He's humorous. I need to be like that. I need to be funny. I need to be humorous and not give and just make a video. But I'm a competitive person too, so it sucks. Anyway, yeah, the ads are tailored to the viewer. So if you're like looking for colleges, you're going to get ads for colleges or insurance. There's some serious data mining going on when it comes to targeting somebody on their cell phone or their internet. It's crazy. It's almost scary how much data they have on everybody. What are you going to do? Live in a cave? Not me. Anyways, we've been rolling for about 51 minutes. We got about 12 more minutes. We're going to run for about an hour tonight. We got a video coming up this week. I'm going to leave you all alone from the video tomorrow. It's Memorial Day. You know, you guys get out with your families. Don't be watching my videos. Get out there and be with your families. Or wrench on your car or do something. I mean, if you want to support the channel and watch my videos and put it on your phone or whatever and stick it in the corner, work on your car. Get it done. Get the work done, baby. But I plan on spending most of the day with my fam. I'm going to get this car off the lift. I'm going to drive it on slicks, put them up to about 20 pounds. And I'm going to drive it down to the lake and, you know, hang out with my kid, you know, my kids. Well, my mom and my dad and hopefully my kids. My weekend, I had my weekend with my kids this past weekend, which, you know, had a really good time with my daughter. She had a recital, so she does the dance stuff. So I always enjoy watching that stuff. They got some, they got this, it's Wildfire, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. My daughter dances in Wildfire. I'm okay with saying that on YouTube. And I'm very proud of her because, I mean, it's something that she's really good at. And she she had the recital, her annual recital this past weekend. So I had a really good time watching her. I enjoy watching. They have this thing called Wild Fathers where you get out there and, you know, they got the guy, you know, the fathers have this like dance routine. Some of the daughters' fathers. You bet it, I'm gonna be out there doing my thing, bros. Not yet though. You got to be like she's got to be like a senior or whatever. I got caught up on YouTube yesterday and today. I will be digging ditches at the new place. Uh-oh. All right, John Doe. We'll see you tomorrow or see you soon. Yeah. What's up, man? What's new to the channel? Loving your video. I appreciate you, Arc Rogue. Welcome to the channel, my man. What else? Hey, you guys hit me up with some questions if you got any questions. As far as my timeline's concerned, we're gonna continue to try to stream on Sundays. Like I said, I'm gonna switch my streams, I think, to StreamYard. And the reason why I want to switch to StreamYard is because I'm gonna want to start bringing some people into my chat so we could have a, you know, we could have a good time in chat. You know what I mean? A little better time, other than just answering questions to you guys. Mustang Mike 256, Neo brother, what's up? How you doing, brother? Anyways, yeah, you know, I'm gonna be inviting. I asked you guys on the last live stream. I'm like, you know, if I do the StreamYard thing, I could bring somebody in. Who do you think I should bring in, or what content creator should I ask first to bring in my into StreamYard? What's up, Kenny? Is it McCoud? Mashoud? What's up, Hanlon Motorsports? That's actually not a bad person to ask. Is you know, maybe bring Andrew in and talk about his TKX stuff. He must be on his other YouTube thing here. Yeah, Funky 50, because he's actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, I got the StreamYard idea from Funky 50. I seen him bringing some of his guys in, right? CMD Project Shop, what's up, man? I appreciate you, your right hand man, new member to the channel. Paul D. Fox, regular guy garage. Thoughts on Holly Sniper on boost? I would just do the X on boost. Sniper's good, but if you're gonna do something other than the X, I would do Dominator. If the money's there. To be honest with you, Arc Rogue. Green Fox 363. What's up, Dan? Late to the stream tonight, but I've been watching the TV6 videos. Wondering what thoughts on a Tick Performance Level 5 Super Magnum. Wow. I mean, unless you're making 1,000 plus, I wouldn't even worry about it. I mean, if you plan on making 1,000 plus on a mag, then that's something to think about. Won't let me upgrade. The upgrade button doesn't seem to have a function. What in the world? You know what you could probably do, GSF, is you could probably cancel it and then re-up it. That might be the way to do it. But anyway, JK, where does the cruise control line go that runs under the firewall? And does it need to be plugged in or unhooked? You can unhook the cruise line if you want. You talking about the one at the throttle body? Because it goes from the throttle body. Actually, the cruise is attached to the accelerator cable via a plastic clip. And it's adjusted that way on like a little slip clip. And that goes over to the driver's side fender, which is like a little vacuum thing. If that makes any sense. The vac line, that actually runs to, I'm trying to remember where that went. I had one sitting over here just a minute ago. Doesn't the vac line go to the brake booster? Or not the brake booster, but the vac tree? I think it says CR on it, cruise, yeah. Let me think about that. Jenny Man, my buddy had a freeze plug pop, and that is a hard job. Yes. Freeze plugs are not for the faint-hearted. They do have some really cool free, plugs out there that'll work that you can do while the engine's in the car. So, I mean, at least that works. What's up, Mylon? CMD Photoshop, Project Shop. Like I said, I appreciate you joining, my man. Do you have a video on upgrading the vacuum tree? I can't find a good one. Are you talking about the aluminum one that Brutal just put in? That'd be a good video if you're watching Nakia, because I think he just put one of them really nice like aluminum vacuum blocks in there that have all the like little attachments. Is that the one you're talking about? Because that's definitely something I'm thinking about doing myself. 860 Fox stopping by to say sup and hit the like button. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate the support, 860. So anyway, got a couple more minutes left, and then we're gonna bump out. It's like 9:30 my time, and I'm exhausted from the weekend. And even though it's Memorial Day tomorrow, I'm still gonna be working. I've been procrastinating finishing my 4-inch aluminum exhaust on this, but whatever. Arc Rogue F-150 on 10 pounds with 4 ejector sniper, but I'm doing a build on a Ranger. That's awesome. Yeah. Same here. That was awesome. Vactree. Yeah. It's something that he snuck in there on one of his videos. If you actually watch the stuff, you know, you can catch that. I mean, I don't think there's not really a big video to make about that, but there is some. He did mention for about a minute about this aluminum vacuum line that seems to be a really good setup. I think it comes in one way. It probably goes to the brake booster. The other way it goes to the actual intake itself. And then it feeds out. So that's pretty cool. So what else we got going on? What we peek at? What's up, Mustang Fox? Sorry some of you guys joining a little bit late here. We are getting ready to call it an evening. I'm staying on a couple more minutes for that. Thomas Earhart. Are you in Asheville, Ohio? I used to run around there. Yep. That is where I'm at. Northeast Ohio, Ashtabula County. So what were we going to do to Dad's car? I still need to make that video with the supercharger and the methanol, like with adding it or whatever. So I'm gonna get that. I think I'm gonna get that to you guys this weekend. Green Fox 363, Green Fox 363, 363 with a Vortec TI trim, making 20 pounds. I blew my trans. That's why I'm looking for an overbuilt trans. I get it. How much? Do you know how much power you're making? Nitro charger. I removed my vacuum tree. I'm only running the brake booster and FRP off the up. Okay. UPR makes a great updated tree. There you go. So we are going to try the nitro charger, and we're going to make a hero pass on this engine with my dad's car. It's a secret, but the GT40 plate kit that I've showed you in my video a handful of times, that old school plate kit, we're going to hook it up. And I think the smallest shot you could put in there is like $150, but I think with the wet shot, and I think with the 7 pounds of boost, we'll make a hero pass. I'd be surprised if it didn't go 1090s. We're going to do it. I don't care. GSF, what disc brakes will fit on a 15-inch rear wheel setup? It depends on the back spacing, but I run 9-inch ends on mine. So if you run like SN95 1510s, 6 1/4, 6.5 with spacers. Thoughts on a 600 TKO? Thomas, I'd sell it and get a TKX. You're going to hate trying to shift into third gear. Mr. Green Guy, 01. I put 42-pound injectors in my dad's car and send it with the method. With speed density, you can't do that. So the whole point behind dad's car is keeping it simple. So I already know that my 19s are good with the FMU that's in it for the 7 pounds of boost. Now, if I add nitrous to this car, it's going to probably pop a head. You're talking stock head bolts. I can't believe it hasn't popped yet. It's insane. So what we would like to do is we'd like to bring the engine back out and rebuild it or whatever. So me and Cousin Paul came to the idea, we're like, well, we'll just hero pass it and see what happens. And, you know, we'll pick up the pieces off the track. And we got a nice B-Camp motor sitting over there, and we'll probably make a transition with Dad's car to mass air and, you know, keep it simple with the binary editor stuff. So we're not going to ever, Dad's car is going to always be like stock bottom end stuff for us. You know, that's something that my cars have gotten away with or gotten away from, but that's why I like bringing Dad's car and keeping it in the channel and keeping it simple for some of the guys that are bringing their cars up. So you get it. What does your gears are in your dad's car? 350 or 373s are in my dad's car. 363, Green Fox, 363, no dyno yet, but ran 1090s at 136 granny shift and slipping clutch. So 136 mile an hour. Well, mile an hour don't lie. It depends on what your 60 foot was. I can pretty much guess your horsepower. What was your 60 foot there? Broken tool. I think that is doable. Nitro chargers just sound. You know what? It would be the biggest. It would be the funniest shit to watch it survive. To put a wet shot nitrous kit on it, 100. I think, like I said, I think the smallest shot I can run on that's 150. You know, it's a wet shot, so it's going to get its fuel. So, yeah. Jenny Man, installing trick flow heads, do I have to measure push rod length? Yes, always measure push rod length. Always. Make a solid lifter and measure your push rod length. Trust me. Green Fox 363. Okay, so 136 mile an hour trap on a 17760. You ran a 1090. Hang on, my gears are turning. What was your combo again? And what transmission did you have? What? I don't even care about the tire size. Whoops, kick the camera. Again. So yeah, next week if we do a stream, I'm probably gonna, what's up Nathan Tuck? Probably gonna do a StreamYard and probably see if one of the other content creators wants to join me. So I'm waiting on Green Fox's answer because I want to try to guess his horsepower at 136 rear wheel or trap. 363 Ti trim, 20 pounds with G-force gears. So you broke the G-force. Interesting. 177's terrible 60 foot for a car that makes power like that. On a slick, that should be in the 30s. Whew, there's no telling. 136 though, trap is, you know, it's low 10s all day. 10 20s, 10 teens, 10 O's. At that power level, full weight car, depending on how much weight you are, it's anywhere from 6 to 700 wheel. Depending on your weight, that's probably why you broke the G-force. It's clutch slipping. Yeah, I mean, and if your clutch is slipping, that's going to affect your mile an hour. Mile an hour don't lie, but clutch slip will cheat it. Does that make sense? Let me tell you what. We would have to do a channel bet on how many times I could take Dad's car on a hero pass before the engine blew up. And I would put a diaper on it because I wouldn't be a dick. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of shitty to go to a track, you know, run over your rods, and then we have to clean it up for an hour, and everybody else has to, you know, wait the race. You know what I mean? So I would run a diaper if that happened, just to make sure I didn't get things all over the track. I was full weight notch, definitely gentle launch. Yeah, I can tell by the 177, but I mean, you're definitely making some steam in that car. I mean, clutch slipping for a reason. You need a twin, bro. Twins are just like an on-off. And I'm telling you guys, oh, that's the video I need to do this week. If Mr. Hanlon's in my chat still, I started to make a video of Vengeance Clutch. Okay, I was going to put the Vengeance Clutch in the white car for the NMRA event, but I don't have enough time to shake it down because the Ohio weather keeps raining us out. So I think that's a video that I will do this week and finish because Mr. Hanlon has kindly asked me about 10 times to do this video with this clutch, and I apologize to him publicly for not doing that. And Vengeance Clutch for that matter, because Vengeance Clutch has patiently been waiting for my thoughts on this clutch. So, what's up, Black Knight Mustang? It's good to see you in the channel, my man. That was a McLeod RST. Yeah, RSTs are garbage. Excuse my French. That's 700 crank, which if you make anything over 550, that clutch is smoked. Make sense? 15%, guys, rule of thumb. If it's boosted, chop 50 horsepower off, and then take 16% driveline loss. Yeah, anything over 525, 550, that clutch is effed. That's why I only run twins. What's up, Pimpovic? How we doing today? Yeah, I refuse to run anything other than twins. The slipper clutches are a cool idea, and the centered iron is the next level for me. I mean, that's next level 1,000 horsepower stuff. But I mean, we'll see how far the RXT takes me. I was dynoed at 680 wheel horsepower on VS3. There you go. Yeah, the RXT, if you're going to order a twin RXT, make sure you guys, you know, pony up the extra 100 or so, 200, and get the RXT HD. It's rated at 1200 crank. Again, take 15% for that, plus whatever boost, just like E85, probably be out of clutch at around 8 or 9, about 900 wheel, depending on the weight of your car. So, like I said, next level is centered iron stuff, and that's no joke. That's some serious stuff. Slipper clutch, yeah. Yeah, man, good. It was a pretty nice day here in Ohio too, as well. Pimp. But I am at the ass end of my my live stream though, unfortunately, dude. So I do appreciate those new guys, the new members for the joining the membership. CMD Photo Project Shop, Tanny Arenas. I'm sorry if I'm chopping it up, and my man Titan Fox. So I also want to make a shout out to some of my other club members. If I could ever get there. To my oldest member, Joey, Christian Roy, GT82 Mustang, Broken Tool, Nathan Tuck, Bruce Bell, Mod Motor, Mangear 50, Jeffrey Bengry. I'm going to start putting you guys, I think, at the end of some of my videos. I just, you know, for privacy thing, I don't want you guys to have to be bothered or whatever. But I wanted to give you guys a shout out. Swedish Sugar, Pat Turchin, GSF. You guys have all been six plus months, and you know it's a really cool guy. Like I said, at the end of the year, I'm giving stuff back. So I know I caught you late. I'll catch. No big deal. Did I get started on the Terminator X? I have not, Donnie B. Like I was just saying earlier in the stream, I'm kind of nervous being this close to NMRA. I didn't get a chance to even shake the car down the last two ones. You know. Hey, for my channel members, make sure if you've been a member of my channel longer than 6 months, make sure you guys have my, I think it's 3 months for right hand man and up. Make sure you guys email me at Neomustangs at Hotmail. I need to know your shirt sizes because I'm going to be shipping those out this week. I've already talked to a handful of you in emails, so I know I'm a little slow on that. But again, small, medium, and larges, and half of the extra larges didn't even get here. I only had a small group of, if you guys went to FTO, you've seen it. All I had was double X's and single X's. I only had half the order. So the t-shirts that I make are the vinyl ones. They're very good quality t-shirts, so they're not cheap. They're $13 just to make them. They're not the cheap little screen print crap. Yes, I did, Broken Tool. And Robert Kretz, I appreciate him. He's probably hit me with the most super chats and super stickers of anybody ever will. And I do appreciate you, Robert. Again, I have your cowl sitting right here. But you said you're coming up or whatever, so I could just give it to you or I could ship it out or whatever. So either way, I'll talk to you soon about that. But anyways, yeah. Let me do some housekeeping. Guys, if you haven't had a chance to check out and you don't know who Foxcast Media is, go check out Caleb and his. If you don't know who Nakia is at Brutal, you need to go check his channels out too. Those guys are good friends of mine. I talk to often enough that, you know, I do definitely want to shout them out. And Donnie B, I want to shout his channel out. It's a smaller channel. His information with Terminator X and Anderson Ford Motorsports is just by far just very nice guy, very professional. Handling Motorsports, you know, these guys don't pay me to say this stuff, guys. They're not doing none of that stuff. They're not even club members. So, Handling Motorsports for the transmission stuff, all Tremec, TKX, Clutch, go check them out. Who else are we talking about? There's a lot of channels. Funky 50 has been working hard to get his channel up. I know Paul D. Fox has got some 1,000 horsepower coupe, sits over his head in his live stream. And a lot of these guys live stream on the weekend. So if you guys get a chance to check him out, you guys get a chance to check some of these other channels out, these other live streams. It's definitely cool. Like I said, Funky does one on Friday night. I think Gearhead 704 does one a month at the beginning of the month on Friday night, combined with Funky. I think Paula D. Fox started taking like the Thursday or something. Brutal and Foxcast will jump on randomly, so they don't have a really like a set schedule or whatever. Tip at Infamous Project, yes, you definitely tip. 50 Tusson's back in the game, Rod. I talked about you earlier. Appreciate you and the Pirate Squad down there in, I think it's Florida, right? Yeah. A lot of good channels, guys. I mean, just so many overwhelming. 417 Fox has got a great a great merch line going on with the Foxit stuff, guys. I mean, that stuff is cool, man. The channel and the community is strong. And, you know, we support for the most part, all of us support each other. You know, Kenny Sean at Blue Oval Media, Bleed for Blue event, June 19th in Chicago. If you get an opportunity to go to that, I will be in attendance. Granted, something happens, I will be in attendance. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not just shouting channels out because I feel like it. I'm shouting these guys out because they've earned it. You know, and again, RGG with his Terminator, I mean, that's his niche, man. He just knows a lot about Terminator X. And he's working hard. And also, he is a military member. So if you see RGG, you know, make sure you thank him for his service. I am also a veteran of the military for 14 years. And, you know, freedom isn't always free, guys. So, you know, I know that RGG is still an active member, if I remember correctly. So if you get an opportunity, tell him thank for his service. So I'd like to shout his channel out too. So, anyways, without any further ado, you know, and I do appreciate you guys. Again, this is a Memorial Day. Thank you. If you've been in the service, if you've had a family member that is in the service, I want you guys to tell them, thank them for their service. As being an ex-military, and actually, you know, in being around families, some of these people have made the ultimate sacrifice through life. You know, I get to thankfully have my freedom to do my hobby and my job and my love that I like to do with Foxbodies because of people that made the life free for us. So if you get an opportunity tomorrow, make sure you tell the military people that you know in your family, tell them Happy Memorial Day. And make sure that, you know, because it kind of Memorial Day kind of goes hand in foot with Veterans Day. So, you know, in 4th of July for that matter, you know, it's all about America, baby. It's all about America. And I support military people heavily. So, you know, make sure you do that. That's what Memorial Day is for. Memorial Day is to remember those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. So much respect to your family. Much respect to the people that have been in your life that have done that. And I'll stop rambling on. So, guys, I appreciate you joining the chat tonight. We went a little bit longer than I expected, but you know what? When you start talking about good things with good people, you know, it's always a good thing. So, again, America, that's right. I appreciate everyone in the chat, and if I didn't get a chance to talk to you, you know, hit me up on Instagram at Neomustangs. You can message me there. Neomustangs on Facebook, at neomustangs.restoration, or you can just leave a comment below. So, guys, I appreciate you. Pat, I'll see you this week at Wednesday. We're going to be racing that black coupe of yours. Hopefully I can get them big stickies to big sticky up. So, anyways, thank you for the evening, and I will talk to you guys this week in a video. Have a good night. Happy Memorial Day. Bye.